and I'm about to kick my dad's butt at tug of war. He's the one holding the other side of the rope. You guys know him as Tones. And that's Deacon, my dad's brother. And that's Scout, our best friend. In fact, they're all my best friends. Hey, you guys are cheating. Yup, we make a pretty great team. Though, I'll be honest, these three wouldn't be anything without me. But to know how this NatureCalls group ever came to be, we have to go far, far back. My first winter. It was cold, but I loved it. I know Dad was hoping to start training me as a therapy dog, but what can I say? Nature called! Dad said some dogs were meant to work as therapists, but I just had too much curiosity and playfulness to start with that. Instead, my job was to get Dad into shape.
Sniff? Good. Okay, you ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Okay, go find!
Once I did that, we began to train as detectives. Dad is like the Watson to my Sherlock Holmes. I'm the brains of the operation, and he chases after me excited to see what I'll find. The point is, we started spending more and more time outside and away from the couch.
Good girl, Luke. Nice job. Nice drop. Nice job. Sit. Beautiful.
The more we did, the more I could do. I began to learn the joys of being outdoors, and at the same time, learn who I truly was. A mountain dog! You see, that's what NatureCalls is all about. It's about spending time with the people you love in a place where you won't be distracted by all the noise and flashing colors of screens. It's about finding out who you are by going out and exploring the world around you, even if it's just simply playing fetch in the backyard. Wait! Where'd it go? Ha! Got it! And if you want to know how NatureCalls started, we have to go way back with this guy. This is one of my best friends! His name is Scout. He always gives me pets, plays tug of war, and hates the rain, just like me, which is weird because I'm pretty sure he's an Eagle Scout, so isn't he supposed to like everything outdoors? Hey buddy, how you doing? Nice day, isn't it? Reminiscing about the woods I see. Scout here had a dream ever since he was a Cub Scout, to do a grand hike called the 100-Mile Wilderness. To be honest, I don't like talking about this part because I wasn't invited to go. You see, Scout had this dream, but just like any one of us, he needed a teammate to help him get there, which brings me to Deacon, Scout's best friend. If you ever see him on the trail, he'll likely have chocolate he'll offer to you. I'll stick with my treats, thank you. Deacon was feeling burnt out from work. What's the point in doing something if you can't find any joy in it? It didn't matter how much I begged. He was too busy to play. And you guys know how much I like to play. So, when Scout began to talk about doing the 100-Mile Wilderness, Deacon saw this as a chance at a fresh start, and was ready to help make the dream come true. Despite loving the outdoors and going on hikes, these two friends of mine wanted to know they would be safe during their 9-day adventure in the woods on the 100 Mile. And this brings us back to my dad! The guy you may know as Tones. My dad is an EMT. Like all of the NatureCalls team, and so many others, my dad worked long hours. And sometimes he wouldn't come home until the next day, or really late at night. Sometimes when Dad would come home, he would be really sad. And even though he wouldn't try to show it, I knew. He is the Watson to my Sherlock Holmes after all. Dad needed NatureCalls, Scout, and Deacon, just like they needed him. Hey, don't forget about me! That's better. So the team was formed, and the 100-Mile Wilderness was underway. Oh right, I forgot. You guys didn't invite me on the 100 Mile. Something about no dogs allowed. What kind of stupid rule is that? I'm not even a dog. I'm more like a furry human if you ask me. But I was still close behind. They just didn't know it. I mean, look at me. How can you say no to that face? I'm getting carried away, back to the 100 mile. On the hike, Dad was able to process some of the sadness. Deacon began to make new plans for new work, and Scout completed a lifelong dream. When they got home, I was so happy to see them, but I had to sit them down and have a serious meeting. First, don't forget to bring me next time. Second, you can't just stop. You've got to inspire more people to go outside, to play and discover. It's good to get away from the screen and the distraction, and to simply spend time in the world around you. I mean, think about it. If I can get you to do it, surely you can all inspire others to do it.
We could call it NatureCalls.
That's what I've been saying. Nature does call. No, seriously, I've got to go. So consider going outside. Try something new. Maybe even bring a four-legged friend like me along. You might just discover something worth your time, like we did in each other. Before the day is done, just remember, nature calls! Ooh!
Hey, Mifa. Do you want to be the NatureCalls cat?
Don't even think of trying to get me in on this. I'm going to take a nap.